Well, boys and fellas, welcome back to another Anime Last Stand video. We got the Chainsaw Man update here with a shit ton of new units. And speaking of new units, you might look at my hotbar and be like, oh,
what the fuck?
Oh, to be honest, that update kind of sucks. So I recorded a whole video on, and showcase all these three units. Meliodas is pretty good, actually. But these two are just like kind of eh. And I don't know, it was just boring, bro. I might just start incorporating that more. I feel like it'll be a lot better for, I guess, consistency, per se. At least video-wise. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna grind out, like, one update by myself, which is usually, like, the filler update, and then I'll probably record, the big updates. But Chainsaw Man, right? Okay, so we got a new godly unit, which is, Denji in his Hero of Hell form, new banner unit, and 7 new evos. So Makima got an evo, Power got an evo, and then we have all these other characters. And also Power, now you can get her through the legend stage, so you don't have to trade for her. You can just straight up grind her, kind of like what they did for Yuta, which is cool, I guess. It's all right. I don't have anything done yet. I'm pretty much a reskin of the Gilgamesh thing where there's a survival and there's a dungeon, and then yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and rush through this. I want to push this video out as fast as possible, because I'm already late to the party like always. But I'm probably gonna start with the survival. So let me quickly form a team up here and see what I can do. Okay, we're here in the survival. I had to turn off a few modifiers. The only one I have on is no one leaves alive, because it's a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. I brought a full light team here. Nothing crazy. They don't have elements, so there's that. But yeah, map looks pretty solid. Gonna say I want to work on Ishtar's kills, because I don't have her skill tree done. And I did pull glitches on her in the Gilgamesh video, if you guys didn't see that. I don't know, like, Ichigo exists, and he's like the best light unit on placement by far. I mean, he's quite literally insane. But it wouldn't be too bad to have a secondary, it's not bad. I only have that one modifier on because the pity for the unit is still 30, so I'm gonna have to do this 30 times, so it really doesn't matter, like, at all. I'm gonna get enough currency to buy everything anyway, so I'm just gonna have this one modifier. I'm probably gonna create a super simple tiny task, I'm not gonna lie. I am not about to do this 30 times. And there we go. Okay, that was ridiculously easy, so tiny task it is. I'll be right back when I have enough completions to buy out the shop, and then I'm probably gonna jump into the what is it, the dungeon? Yeah, dungeon. Okay, I might have overdone it a little bit. I got him pretty early on. And I tried farming up his kills. Turns out that 5-minute intervals are not too great for kill farming, but nevertheless, I got like a third way there, so there's that. But let's go ahead and try the dungeon, see how hard that is. All right, I got everything except godless and I think regeneration on. Let me see what they're spawning as. 93 million, is that right? I can't see. Sure, we'll go with 93 million. That is kind of ridiculous. Hold up, I might be cooked. I might be cooked here, guys. Well, shit. Okay, I'm not gonna give up yet. I have a feeling by switching Ishtar with Madoka, I might be able to do it because of her passive. So we'll see here. As long as he doesn't like remove my characters. Okay, let's activate this. There we go. As long as he doesn't delete characters, I'm pretty sure I can set up a tiny task. As long as he doesn't delete characters. Okay, unable to land critical hits. That's fine. That doesn't matter. Greatly debuff. That might matter a little bit. Status effects are unable to be applied. Okay, that doesn't matter. So it doesn't seem like he actually deletes characters. Unlike, what's his face? Shinra and, the Jinwoo dungeon. So, you know, this might be macroable. Yeah, this might be macroable. I'm pretty sure. I might turn off a few modifiers as well, because the drop rate I'm pretty sure is also 30. So probably gonna turn off a few modifiers just to make it a little easier. Boss spawned and it has 200 billion, which is absolutely nothing. So there we go. Time to do this again, like fucking 40 more times. Oh god, okay, I'll be back. We had to go to pity, but we're there. We got it. We bought everything. We bought the whole shop out. Yeah, I'm rushing through all this. Honestly, I just want to get this video out there. I want to finish this up. And now I believe I already did the story. Obviously did the story skipper. Here you can get power and you can get the essences. Here you can get like this drop rate. And then here you can get her. So let's go ahead and do it. I'll be back when I have everything, honestly. Well, I've been waiting a few hours, checking the banner each time to find the gun assassin. He hasn't been in banner for a little bit, but we have her. Ended up getting 2. We have the Evo material, and we have a few of the fragments already to evolve Akka and all that. So that's pretty cool. Pretty sure. Let's see. Okay, let's run down the list here. Let's see who I'm missing. Okay, so obviously I have Makima power. Yep, I have you. I have Aki. I don't have the Katana Demon again because I'm pretty sure he evolves from the Gun Assassin. So yep. And then yeah, so Rose evolves from you know, her. So quite literally all I'm missing is the Gun Devil. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start evolving people, or actually better yet, I'm gonna see what quests I have done. Okay, so yep, I did that, and I did that. Okay, so control a unit with domination devil control 5 times, reach wave 100, obtain, and then obtain dark essence. Okay, so pretty straightforward. I'm gonna go ahead and evolve Makima since that's actually part of one of the missions. So let's see what she needs. I'm pretty sure I should have everything. Okay, I just don't have fire essences. As you can see, I kind of went overboard. Doesn't matter. I have some, I think, essence selectors. Then we can go ahead and evolve Makima into her black dress form there. Go ahead and do the infinite first with her, actually, and see if I can actually finish that mission of controlling 5 units. I hope it's not just like a one-time thing, like one time per game mode, because low-key that would kind of suck. But let's go ahead and see if I can reach wave 100. So water. Okay, so I'm gonna build a water team real quick and I'll be right back. Hey, I'm gonna do obviously a more in-depth look into Makima at the end of the video, where we showcase all the units. But first off, just straight up from reading this passive, every 10 attacks deal 5 times damage to an enemy in range and apply bloodlust to enemies. If an enemy is already bleeding on contact, she deals 10 times her damage, which, let's go ahead and max her out. Okay, and I'm pretty sure I don't have her skill tree done, and she has so much text. Yo, all right. Yo, Boss Studios, listen, bro, we gotta do something about this, man. Like, this is actually, this is dumb. Like, we don't need all this. Like, please bring back more simple passives. This is insane. Upon controlling a unit, Domination Devil gains 5% damage and 5% in range. The unit controlled gains 10% damage, but also gains 5 SPA. Depending on the element unit controlled, gain a new passive. I'm not gonna try and do all that, but good luck. Hopefully it's just 60 seconds, so we can just spam the crap out of that. I guess I'll be right back at the end here when I'm almost at wave 100. But I just wanted, oh, Hold on. I haven't controlled anyone. No, never mind. There we go. Yes, confirm. And Gilgamesh. Okay, steal upon activation, deal 250 times her current. I'm gonna stop reading, bro, because I want to leave it for the end. Okay. Okay, so we did wave 100, and we also didn't finish that. Okay, well, shit. I still gotta do some dark caverns, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'm gonna finish the one last I guess control I have to do with Makima. Alright, well, we got the Dark Essence, so we can claim that, and we got the last mission for Makima there. Now I just gotta evolve Aki, and then Euro, and then we should be good. We're gonna go ahead and evolve, obviously, the one that has, you know, the good stats. I am missing one thing. Okay, so Fragment 2, I can get it from Act 1 of the train station story. Okay, so there's that. Meantime, do I have everything for her? Yes, I do. I won't have enough Devil Essence, so I'm gonna have to grind a little bit more of that. But in the meantime, I'm gonna try and roll some decent stats on her. All right, there we go. We got the last fragment for Aki, so we can go ahead and evolve them. I think maybe I might go ahead and farm some more essences before I start evolving everybody else. Aki, yep, we have everything here. Oh, he actually doesn't need the essence. Okay, that's actually perfect. So let's go ahead and evolve him. Boom, there we go. Aki contract. Model looks pretty solid. Right, let's go ahead and evolve her. So boom, there we go. Let's go ahead and move on to power. See what she needs. So she just needs fire essence, which is nice. I can go ahead and do that a little bit. Let's go ahead and see what she needs to evolve. Okay, so she needs devil essence. All right, and okay, so that's the reason why I granted that. Okay, cool. See what she needs. She also needs devil essence. Okay, so that's two that need devil essence. Let's see if Denji needs any of that. And okay, no, Denji doesn't need that. He just needs the Helix of Hell. And I think I'm gonna check the wiki, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna make me farm more essence for the Katana Demon. But again, have to wait till he comes back in Banner, which might take literally forever, actually. I hope not, I swear to God. Oh, before I set up a tiny test to keep farming the essences, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on everyone's traits here. I already got, obviously, a trait for Makima. I got a trait for Power, for Denji. So I guess I'm missing Aki, her, and her. Okay, so let's go ahead and start down the list here. Let's go ahead and move on to Aki, since I guess, you know, part of the main squad, I guess, you know, I don't know. Let's just keep going. I got 2K rerolls here. Hopefully this game doesn't cuck me. Oh my God, you gotta be... Oh, no, that could have been for Denji. Oh, come on, man. Okay, is he any good? I don't even know. Fantastic. Okay, well, we're starting off with a glitch there. Okay, so it's not as bad as when Makima and Power first came out, or rather, I'm pretty sure it was just Makima at this point. That update, I got this. This is a lot more tragic than getting it on Aki, because even on release, this guy was just absolute buns, like buns to the max. 11 million. This game has just been not the greatest with me lately, so the fact that I even got a glitch was kind of surprising, because I'm pretty sure I went over 2K for Goku trying to get glitched, and I ended up not getting anything. And I had a golden Goku for quite a while, but actually, obviously, as you can see, I got Avatar back on him, which was all right, I guess. You know, those should be the last one I'm missing. That was quick. Okay. Right. Okay. And see, now I'm at the dilemma. I have 1600. I could chase a glitch for Denji. I really could, but I could also chase a glitch for Gilgamesh. You know what? You know what? Let's do this. Let's try this, okay?
2,000 years later.
Okay, thank God. Okay. Let's not do that ever again. Oh my God. Okay. Evolve Himeno. There we go. We have enough as well. There we are. Now, okay, so I just need enough double S's for Rose. And I also need enough for the gun devil, I'm pretty sure. Let me actually double check. All right, bro, I give up. The katana devil hasn't been in banner for more than 24 hours, and they're literally gonna drop the DBZ update any given moment now. So I'm just gonna get involved, DENJI, and just keep going, bro. I don't give a fuck. This, bro, I'm looking at the tier list, right? Bro's buns, he's ass anyway, so I don't care. I lied. Okay, so he was in banner once and I was sleeping. I'm so sad because this is how dedicated I am to this. I put alarms every single hour and I woke up to check the banner. The one time I didn't wake up, which I believe it was 6 or 7 in the morning my time, is when he was in banner. But I don't care. It is what it is. Do I not have an Iker vial? I could have sworn I had an... Okay, empty helix. Right. There we go. All right, cool. So then we can grab DENJI, evolve, and then boom, we have DENJI, Hero of Hell. I'm gonna form a team and check these guys out. Okay, let's go ahead and start with our boy Aki here. So he's an 850 dark unit, also just tied to the ground. So he's not hybrid quite yet on placement. He has a little health bar here, which I assume it'll say here, Future Demon. When Aki hits an enemy for the first time, deal 100% damage and 50% crit damage. Every 3 attacks, same 5% damage and 5% range with a cap of 25 and 25. Okay, so I assume his abilities probably change that. So he gains a new attack at upgrade 6, still a ground. And then he gains a new ability at upgrade 10 and upgrade 12. And it doesn't look like he becomes hybrid, which low-key might be why he's so low on the tier list. But let's go and start reading. So, Fox Demon, upon activation, he loses 40% damage for 15 seconds. After 15 seconds, instantly kill the strongest enemy on the map, deal 300% damage, and apply bleed. Steal 5% of the current HP from all enemies in range. It has 5 uses. Okay. So, interesting. Wonder, does it have to do anything? There's nothing that tells me. Oh, curse mode, duh. Upon activation, enter curse mode. Gain minus 10% damage, minus 20% SPA, plus 5% range. Gain curse demon and double decline passive. Lose all previous buff gains through future demon passive. Okay, so let's go ahead and activate the curse mode. He should gain both of them now. A curse demon, each attack gains 1 curse stack. On 3rd curse stack, lose 2% health, gain 100% crit chance, and 150% crit damage on the following attack, and activate 0, which is apply extinguish for 10 seconds and stun enemies for 5. Each second during this stun, enemy has a 0.25% chance to instantly die. Okay. And then Devil's Decline, actually, I'm pretty sure... Oh, no. Each time 0 effect is triggered, drain 10% life bar. When Aka's life bar reaches 0%, transform into Gun Demon form, which he just did, I'm pretty sure. Wait. Damn, I couldn't read that shit, bruh. Come on. Gun Demon. While in Gun Demon form, regenerate 2% of life bar every second. When life bar reaches 100, reverse back to curse mode. Bro, okay. Can keep reading this, I guess. It reaches 0, transform into Gun Demon form. In this form, minus 32% damage, half SPA, 50% range, becomes hybrid, switching between forms, removes all buffs and passives gained from previous form. Okay, interesting. Let's go ahead and activate the Fox Demon thing. So he loses quite a bit of damage there. As you can see, he's debuffed himself by half. He's doing 340 million. Every 3.61 seconds. But again, him not being hybrid up until, well, when he has this form kind of sucks. Which actually, let me slow it. Revert back to curse mode. Switching forms removes all passives. Yep, okay. Every 2 attacks, randomly rotate between the following weapon. Hemorrhage Shell. Yep, Hemorrhage. 50% range. Mutilation. Mutilate, 25 range. Bleed, range to 5+ range. What? Okay. And then cripple, -10 range, becomes AoE full. Okay. Huh. Well, he doesn't seem like the most horrible character ever, but I feel like his execution could have been a little better. I do like the concept, though, of him, like, switching between forms. Move on to, Rize, I'm pretty sure her name is. So, she's in her bomb demon form. Each attack gains 20% chance to apply unstable, which is 25% of this unit's damage dealt to enemies in 15 range radius upon enemy's death. Okay, and then she also has ignition overdrive. For each enemy under the unstable effect within range, gain plus 0.5 damage with a cap of 15. Every 25 takedowns inflict unstable on all enemies in range for 25 seconds. Okay, and then obviously she's doing detonate. So let's go ahead and see. She gains a new attack at upgrade 5. I forgot to mention she is hybrid on placement, fire unit. New attack at upgrade 5, bigger circle, and then even bigger circle at upgrade 10. And then she gains self-destruct at upgrade 13. Okay, so self-destruct is upon activation, start a 10-second timer. Once this 10-second timer ends, deal 100 times damage and apply detonate off its multiplier. For every enemy in range, increase multiplier of nuke by ×1 with a cap of 500 billion total damage. Enemies who survive have unstable applied on them for 60 seconds. Okay, interesting. So let's go ahead and do that. Forgot to turn on the animations. Oh my. Yo, I'm selling, bro. I'm selling so bad. Let's go ahead and replace Aki, because I want to see his last animation. It's probably pretty cool. Okay, never mind. It's okay. It's ALS. I don't know what I'm expecting. It's an okay animation. Move on to Himeno here. So she is the Battle Pass unit. She's hybrid on placement. 4,200 placement. Interesting. Only 10 upgrades. So she just has one different attack, which just literally becomes a bigger circle. 244 million every 6.70 seconds. She has 3 passives. So Ghost Contract. Each enemy killed by this unit has a 25% chance to be revived as a ghost. Ghost health is equal to 5 times this unit's current damage, plus 5% of the enemy's max HP, which, as you can see there, they're starting to spawn actually pretty damn frequently. On contact, the ghost stuns enemies for 5 seconds and applies cripple. Oh, okay. That could actually be pretty interesting. And then she has Ghost Link. When any summon dies, this unit's damage increased by 2% for 30 seconds with a cap of 15. And Spiritual Pressure. If total numbers of summons is greater than 30, this unit gains pressure. Okay, interesting. Which, again, there's more than 30, so she has pressure right now. Huh. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, she's gaining more damage as the spawns kind of die off, and she's kind of fluctuating really. But I like her little animation, the hand just kind of just waving around. She doesn't seem terrible. Definitely not the greatest, but I do enjoy the fact that she is able to stun enemies. I wonder if she'll have any use at all, like especially in infinites. Interesting character. Not bad, not terrible. I like the whole summon and the cripple thing. Let's go ahead and move on to... Oh, I almost forgot her name. So, the War Demon. She is 800 on placement, hybrid nature. She gains a new attack at upgrade 6, becomes a bigger circle, then upgrade 10, and then she gains a new passive at upgrade 13. Okay, so, she has, yeah, just that one, guilt. Every 2 attacks increase the guilt bar damn. Every 2 attacks increase the guilt bar by 10. Switch weapons when the following thresholds are met. 25 guilt, pencil, 50 guilt, scalpel, and then 75 guilt, ruler. Then 100 guilt and max upgrade, transform into euro. Okay. Which, the pencil weapon, change effect to bleed, set damage to 7 million, SP to 10, range to 35. Scalpel, hemorrhage, 7 million, 6 SPA, 45 range, and then ruler, change base crit. Never mind. Okay, that's completely gone. All right, now she has arsenal, which I'm gonna slow down so I can read it. After swapping with Aso, transform into Euro until guilt bar reaches 0. Each attack drains guilt bar by 5. Once guilt bar reaches 0, swap back into Aso. Every 5 attacks, switch. Okay. So 505 sword, hemorrhage, deals 100 crit chance. I'm not reading all that, bro. You can read it if you want. I'm already tired of this shit, man. We still got the main units that I want to cover. But she's doing a lot. Let's see. According to their tier list, she is kind of mid. So, I don't know. Okay, so soaked and rupture. Huh. Okay. Well, do we need any more nature units? I don't know if we need any more nature units. But overall, this batch of characters, they're okay. No, they're not. They seem like they kind of suck. But let's go ahead and move on to the main one. Okay, let's go ahead and start the next 3 main characters here with power. So we got True Form Power here. She is an 800 fire unit, hybrid on placement as well. She has a tiny circle. She gains her next attack at upgrade 3, which becomes, I believe, a slightly bigger circle. Upgrade 8, she gains an even bigger circle. And then upgrade 12, which we can almost afford here. Maybe. There we go. She keeps that, but I believe it's a little bigger. I might just be imagining stuff, though. But she has 2 passives. Okay. So let's start with her actual passive and then read her ability. So blood weapons, every 60 seconds cycle through the following weapons. Hammer, she gains cripple, 120% damage, minus 15% range, 30% SPA. Knife, mutilate and bleed, minus 50% damage, minus 20% SPA. Spear gains hemorrhage, 30% damage, minus 10% SPA. Scythe gains dismantle, 5% damage, minus 10% SPA. And then switching weapons removes all previous effects, obviously, because, well, it's a cycling thing. It's not like a permanent thing. Then she gains blood explosion. Upon activation, deal 5 times current damage to enemies in range under bleed-related damage over time effects. Each enemy that has been under a bleed DLT, increase the damage that enemy will take from this ability by 2 times with a cap of 15 times increase, and 20 times total damage. Okay, interesting. So you definitely want to run her with a lot of bleed units. For example, that one Unohara from Bleach. It's that one like semi-new character that's also a fire unit. So it seems like fire can somewhat be ran with like bleed units, which low-key I kind of fuck with. Oh my god. Okay, so she's again cycling through her damage, 500 million dismantled there, and then she's kind of like gaining some damage. She doesn't have a skill tree. The only 2 that have a skill tree is Denji and Makima. So I want to say she's pretty good. I really do. Because it's the versatility that I like about the character, and the fact that the mode switching is pretty consistent. 60 seconds. I mean, obviously, if you're playing times 3, like you can see there, it's only 20. She is doing a lot of damage in this. What is it? The knife. 233 million. Obviously, more with the skill tree, and then she's doing mutilate and bleed. I'm pretty sure you might want to run, what is it, Guts Soul on her. And then she has her active ability, which is also going to be pretty good. I personally believe she's pretty good. I like her. I wanted to show the Angel Demon here, because, well, I mean, it kind of fits. But, yeah, he's doing a lot. Thing that I'm going to read whatsoever, because, like, there's no shot I'm going to do all that. But I think he has some good usability. I'm a little too dumb to use him low key, and like he's not like super crazy, so I'm not. I mean, I don't care too much really, but I thought I'd bring him in here because I needed a slot to fill, and well, he's a Chainsaw Man unit, even though he came out like last update, but sure. Let's move on to Makima here. So again, we briefly went over Makima earlier in the video, but she has a circle, and then she only has one other different attack. So It's only just a big circle. She has 15 upgrades, which is kind of wicked. Domination. Upon activation, pick a unit in range to control. Upon controlling a unit, Domination Devil gains 5% damage and 5% range. The controlled unit gains 10% damage, but also 5% SPA. Depending on the element of the unit controlled, gain new passive. Up to 5 units can be controlled at the same time. So, fire, she gains bleed status effect. Attacking enemy under bleed effect deal 25% more damage. And then if the enemy is not bleeding, apply Bloodlust. And then she has water, gains soaked effect. Water units gain 5% damage and 10% range. If unit is a summon, gain 10% damage and 5% range instead. Nature, each time she attacks an enemy, perform the following: hit 1, she does nothing. Hit 2, slows enemy by 20%. Hit 3, apply accelerated wind shear. Hit 4, stun enemy for 5 seconds. Hit 5, causes enemies to walk back for 5 seconds. 1 hit 5 is complete, reset count to 1. And then dark, she just gains better fear. And then light, she gains access to steal 1,000 years. Which is actually pretty good, the fact that we brought the angel demon then. Because he is the only light unit we have in the team right now. Sacrifice, oh my god, okay. Sacrifices must be controlling at least 3 units. Sacrifice the most expensive unit in range, stunning them for 66 seconds. The sacrifice unit's total cost determines which of the following actions will occur. So 250k, deal 200 billion damage to all enemies in map. 500k, 500 billion. 1 million, instantly kill 1 boss and deal 550 billion. And apply Bloodlust to all enemies. And then 1.5 million is instantly kill 2 bosses, deal 750 billion damage to all enemies on map. 2 billion, instantly kill 5 bosses, deal 1 trillion damage, and inflict extinguish for 100 seconds. And then I believe 2.5 billion would only literally be Sukuna, since he is like the most expensive unit in the game, I'm pretty sure. Instantly kill 100 bosses. 10 bosses, 100 would be wicked, Loki. 10 bosses, deal 5 trillion damage to all enemies on map. Inflict fear and extinguish for 150 seconds. And then permanently lose 35% damage and 20% range. And it has a one-time use. And then she has Bang as a normal passive. Every 10 attacks, deal 5 times damage to enemies in range and apply Bloodlust to enemies. If enemy is already bleeding on contact, deal 10 times damage. Okay, so I do want to try that Domination passive, so I'm going to go ahead and also place Power. I didn't even have Bulma placed, that's kind of wicked. I'm going to place Denji, we're going to move on to him anyway. So Domination, let's go ahead and take control of the Angel Demon. There we go, steal 1,000 years, okay, cool. Upon activation, deal 250 times her current damage. Apply Bleed and Hemorrhage off this multiplier. Reduce HP of bosses by 35% chance, regular enemies by 20, lose all controlled units, stun herself for 60 seconds, lose 50% damage for 60 seconds after the stun ends. Okay, so it's pretty much just another ginormous nuke that she has. Let's go ahead and try. I want to try to dominate absolutely everyone here. She can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, she can do 5, so we can max out her passive there. It's like her ceiling right now is 805 million. She's also inflicting bleed, obviously, because she's cycling through the forms, and she's doing fear, because I believe, what was it? She's controlling... Yeah, she's controlling Denji, so she gains fear. Okay, interesting. Huh. She seems kind of nuts, bro. She's not doing any summons anymore like she was before her evolution, which is okay. I mean, her summons weren't too crazy, but I guess we can have Himeno as well to do that. So I do want to do, what is it, sacrifices? Okay, so I'm gonna max out Denji here real quick, because she's gonna probably sacrifice him. Yeah, okay, so he's stunned now, and then she did, what was it? I want to see which one it was. So with that one, she did her 1 million nuke, which she instantly killed 1 boss and did 550 billion. Okay. Okay, cool. Let's do the steal 1,000 years there. There we go. So as you can see, she's stunned, and then she's going to lose some damage when she gets unstunned as well. So she has a permanent minus 30% damage. So honestly, the only reason you'd use that nuke is, well, maybe if she's valuable at a tournament at all. Probably like a final like 5-second tournament run type deal. But let's go to move on to the boy DENJI. So DENJI here seems pretty interesting already. Crazy attacks. He has 14 upgrades, so he gains a new attack at upgrade 6, which becomes a circle, and then he gains a new upgrade at 11, which becomes full AoE. Oh boy, okay. Finally, another full AoE godly unit. So, he's ranking up some interesting damage here, so let's go ahead and start reading. So, Dread Aura applies fear to all enemies within range upon placement, and it's once per enemy. Okay. So, is it gonna be kind of like a... No, I think he's too good to do that, because I know Kaido, you know, you can abuse this, like, you can spam him on the floor, like, you can sell him and replace him to keep stunning the units, but depending how good he is, I don't think you want to do that with DENJI. So, Chainsaw Frenzy. Every 10 attacks, DENJI cycles between 4 different DOTs in order. Once DENJI completes a full cycle, permanently gains Rupture and continues cycling through the saws. So, Hemorrhage Saw, gain Hemorrhage effect, deals 2.25 times damage instead of 1.3 times. Increased damage by 15%. Bleed Saw, bleed deals 2 times damage instead of 1.4. For every enemy in range affected by bleed, gain 2% bleed damage with a cap of 30. Mutilation Saw gains Mutilate effect. Mutilation duration equals to this unit's SPA plus 0.5. Dismantle Saw gains Dismantle effect. Each tick drains 0.5 of enemy's HP with a cap of 25 billion. Holy crap, okay. He seems kind of crazy. Hello? Ally Consumption. Every 10 attacks, eat a random unit in range. Upon eating a unit, DENJI gains 25% damage. And the status effect the unit currently has for 30 seconds with a cap of 2. The eaten unit is still stunned for 30 seconds. If the unit does not have the status effect, gain plus 50% damage instead. I struggled so hard to read that, bro. Demon Consumption. Every time DENJI attacks, he has a 10% chance to consume the enemy, dealing 1% of their max HP with a cap of 500 billion. For each enemy consumed, gain 1% fear. If DENJI consumes more than 75 enemies on a specific elemental type, he deals an additional 100% damage to that element. Holy crap, okay. Demonic Fear gains buff of each threshold. 25% chance, 50% range. 50% gains Despair effect. 75 gain 5 attacks, has a 50% chance to chain enemies in range, stunning them for 10 seconds. Enemies take 15% bleed DLT damage during the stun, 20% cooldown per enemy. Then when he reaches 100, 35% DLT damage to all units in range affected by bleed-related DOTs. He does not buff himself. So, I don't think he gains, like, any sort of, like, special abilities, like anything that you can pop, like a nuke or anything like that. But I do want to reach the 100 Demonic Fear, just to see how much he does. So, he's doing some crazy damage. 681 million. Then he does 280% Rupture damage, obviously. And he deals an additional 130% damage. And then he also is doing bleed 140. And obviously bleed stops the regeneration. And then he actually switches to mutilate, which is an even better version of bleed in my opinion. Holy crap. How good is he? Hold on, let me check the tier list quick. Okay, so he has quite a different placement in each tier. So overall, this, by the way, this is like the official tier list on the Discord. He seems to be the second best godly unit in the game, right behind Gilgamesh, as an overall. But for Infinite, he's the third best. Progressive, he is the best, which is kind of crazy, better than Ichigo, since Ichigo's so cheap and he does so much damage. And then for support, he's actually the fourth best godly unit, which is crazy. Okay, so there we go. He's at 100 out of 100 demonic fear. So he doesn't actually buff himself, obviously, as you can see there, but he is doing 30%, 35% more DOT damage to all units. So DENJI is absolutely insane. He is an absolute fucking powerhouse of a unit. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, that was the Chainsaw Man update. Overall, I mean, that first like batch of characters was kind of like underwhelming, I'm not gonna lie. But these three right here were actually pretty good. I can definitely get some use out of all three, especially actually DENJI and Makima, because I mean Makima's passive is pretty easy to proc. So 9 times out of 10, you're not running like an absolute like 100% mono team anyway. So her different elemental passives, what was it called again? It's, oh, well, never mind. Where is it? Yeah, this one, Domination. You can easily proc that, for the most part. Yeah, that was the Chainsaw Man update. Overall, pretty good. The grind for DENJI wasn't too bad at all. I want to say it's definitely one of the easier godly grinds, so if you don't have him, definitely go for him.